The main idea today is to introduce briefly the company AVE. Then we will give you an overview of our range of product in the KNX range. And we will focus our presentation on our brand new room controller, which is the product we want to discuss more broadly today. Okay, so first of all, who is Ave? Ave is an Italian manufacturer of electrical material. The company was founded in 1904, so over a century ago. And here you can see our very first product, which was a electric switch made of wood and ivory. Then, along the course of our history, we kept evolving our product, introducing new technologies, new materials, and every year, every new innovation is something that we add to build the change and to offer to our customer new solution and new products. One thing we are really proud of is that Ave is a truly Italian company. Our products are made in Italy and where we are based and from where we deliver to the entire world. What we do as a company, we work in several different fields. Our core business, which is wiring accessories. Then we are specialized in home automation, both with a proprietary protocol solution and with KNX products. We offer hotel management systems, ventilation, safety and security, and boxes and enclosures. So we have a wide range of solutions for the electrical market. Once again, our path of innovation has led us to create a new solution for the KNX market, which we want to introduce for you today. Let's start with the first product, which we are introducing today, which is a touch-sensitive KNX module. It's designed to be installed in the standard European 60mm box. And it allows to have 1, 2, 3, or 4 command points. We will see more details later. And it comes with a wide range of finishing in glass, in aluminum, in plastic, and other materials. Same is available in a wider version for the Italian American standard box with up to 6 different commands with the same wide range of finishing. Here's some picture of what it looks like in different versions. And same concept, we can offer also mechanical instead of touch-sensitive commands with the same range of finishing, same dimensions, multiple solutions for different colors, different finishing, etc. Of course, this can be installed in a wide variety of different mechanical solution, combination of different boxes, etc. And it can be combined with a very large range of different modules like sockets, switches, outlets, lights, and all kind of accessories which can be combined together with these modules. One very important product which we introduced last year and which is now really trending in the market are the KNX toggle switch. So these are toggle mechanism, a little bit old style, like it was used to be many years ago, which are completely working with the KNX bus and KNX protocol. This solution, again, comes in a very large range of finishing and can be installed in all type of boxes. It is a modular solution, so the product itself is a module that can be taken and combined in multiple configuration, put the plate in front of the module, and you will have a lot of different combination. Again, a wide range of finishing. Here, for example, there is a chrome toggle, on an aluminum surface, a plastic toggle on a Corian surface, a brass toggle on a wood surface. And here, once again, we can offer a huge range of possibilities, and we can provide the customers with a wide choice. Here you can see a selection of pictures. These are just a few of the many combinations which we can provide. And it gives you a little bit the feeling of what is our offer in this range. One thing that I would like you to notice is that every single toggle comes with a LED on the tip, which provide the feedback of the status. So besides being a very elegant and nice product, it has also some very important technical details which make the installation really prestigious and rich. Another thing we can do with our devices is to combine together different solutions. Touch commands, toggle commands, sockets, outlet, all of these things can be easily combined in a mixed installation, and this provides a huge flexibility in designing any kind of solution. Well, here's some pictures to show you the details of the products. This is a Corian plate. This is an aluminum plate. And as you can see, they are really well designed up to the finest detail. And we're really proud of making products with care, to be focused on details, and to provide the best material to the client. So all the solutions you might be looking for are available in this range. Here, other solutions, glass plate, a wood plate, etc. So whatever the demand of your client could be, you have something in our portfolio that can match this request. Again, here we have an overview of the devices. And here we would like to point out some of the technical features of these devices. Every command is provided with a feedback where I can select the color of the feedback. I can make the feedback steady, blinking, and I can activate a lot of different options to provide the customers with information about what the function is doing. Same thing as we said, on the tip of the toggle, there is a RGB LED, where I can select different colors for different functionalities, assign to any color a different priority. And so here I have a lot of information that can be shown just on the tip of the device. And this is a very, let's say, handy solution, because with one simple toggle, you can provide really multiple informations. More option for the feedback, as you see. We also provide the possibility to customize the symbols on the plate, on the surface of the plate, so to make it easier for the customer to identify the functionalities. These symbols are all laser engraved, so very durable, very reliable, and fully customizable. We have a website where you can upload your own symbols, you can upload your own images, place it on the glass, and we deliver the glass exactly as per your design. These modules also have advanced functionalities, like controlling the intensity of the LEDs. We have different level of intensity, night, day mode, standard brightness, reduced brightness, etc. And all these levels of intensity of the LED can be activated via Knx commands. So when you have a server or anything, you can change the intensity of the LEDs when it becomes night. You can adjust them the way you want, etc. You can also, via Knx bus, activate or deactivate the touch function of the module, and many other options. Same thing with the toggle commands. So you can change the intensity of the light, make day mode, night mode from ETS preset, or also via Knx command. Every device, touch device, is provided with a sounder. So you can either have a feedback for the pressing of the buttons, or you can also have a buzzer to make a call function to make the module sound, or create alarm function that are sounding on all the modules around the building. As we said before, the same module can be used for 1 up to 6 commands, and all the positions are completely configurable in ETS software. More thing, all our device can discriminate a short press and a long press. So every point of command can be used both with a short press and long press with different functions. They can be used for any type of commands: on-off, dimming, shutter control, Venetian blind, scenes, sending values, a lot of different options. They can also cycle different values. So I can have a list of preset values, for example, for a dimmer, and by pressing the button, send the first value, then the second value, third value, fourth value, etc. Again, long press, short press, different values, and so on. And now, after this overview of the existing products in our Knx range, we come to the brand new product. What we are launching now, this product has been registered by Knx, I think, no more than 2 weeks ago. So it's a real new product which we want to introduce today. This is, we call it a room controller. Knx room controller is definitely not simply a thermostat, even though we will see it's a very, very advanced thermostat. But most of all is a room controller. So it allows to control many, many different functionalities inside a room. This device comes in 4 different finishing, 2 finishing in glass, so glass surface, white and black, and 2 finishing in aluminum, natural aluminum and anthracite color aluminum. So these are the available finishing for this product. And now let's come to the functionalities. So there is, first of all, there is a display which is normally off and can be brightened up just by putting the hand close to the device. We have a graphic display, and the graphic of the display is customizable through ETS software. So we can add icons, change colors, etc. We have 2 RGB LEDs on the left and on the right side with a wide range of possible functionalities, so that we can use these 2 LEDs to give as many feedback as we want to user and customers. And these devices provide with 5 different touch sensitive areas, where we have 2 areas left and right to go from one menu to the other, up and down to move inside the menu or inside the function, and then we have a central area which is used to give commands or actuate different functionalities. This device can be installed on a very wide range of different boxes, be it French standard, German standard, British standard, Italian standard. So mainly whatever box you have installed inside the wall, this device have the possibility to be fitted on that box. And it is ideal for many applications. We have a lot of different applications for the home. For example, controlling a sound system, controlling the humidity, controlling scenarios. We have functionalities for an office building, again, scenarios, some lighting, curtain actuators, etc. And we have dedicated function for hotels. So this can be combined to the card reader to detect presence of the guest, can be combined to energy saving functionalities, can be integrated with window contact so that we can check whether windows are open or closed and regulate the temperature accordingly. This device, as we said before, is a very, very advanced thermostat. So when we designed this device, we try to put inside as many algorithms, as many possibilities to control all type of HVAC appliances. We have controls of temperature, humidity, dew point, automatic preset, normal set, and a lot more options. So this is really, really a powerful tool. Let's see what comes on board this device. This device is provided already with two probes on board, which are temperature probe and humidity probe. So this device alone is already able to measure temperature and humidity. It also has the possibility to be connected to remote probes that sends information via bus. And as we will see later, it also has inputs on board for other probes. The device itself can manage two different thermozones, either with the onboard inputs or with the remote inputs equally. So it gives a really, really high flexibility to the installation. Now let's see some more function and some more feature. As we said, we have embedded humidity and temperature probe sensor. And then we have an additional generic temperature probe, which can be connected to this device. And this can be used for many applications. For example, I can use it for measuring the temperature of the floor if I have a floor heating. I can use it to measure the temperature of the wall if I have radiant panels. I can use it to measure the temperature outdoor if I want to make a calculation of the dew point or have some other parameters in order to avoid humidity, etc. So it's a tool that I can use for really a lot of different functionalities. This device alone can control two different heating cooling points for each thermozone. So for example, I have a radiator and an AC split unit. So both units will be controlled at the same time by this device. I have a split unit and floor heating. Again, this device will control the two of them and use advanced algorithms in order to mix the use of the two devices and give the best comfort to the client. There is also very smart regulation algorithm. I can control simply on-off. I can have a 3-speed control, so speed 1, speed 2, speed 3 for a fan coil. I can have a continuous control for a fan coil, so like 10%, 20%, 25%, 100%. I can create a PWM control. And I also have proportional integral algorithm in order to make a very fine tuning of the heating cooling function. So PI algorithm is also available. And this gives the person who is controlling the temperature really all the required options to have the best management. We also have the possibility to let the thermostat work on preset, let's say, ranges. So we can program a comfort range, a standby range, energy saving range, and just, let's say, protection range. And the user can select easily one of these 4 presets, or of course the user can manually adjust the set points and control temperature and humidity. Of course, we have also the possibility to manage at the same time different set points for heating and cooling. We can select a manual or automatic control of the speed of the air in the fan coil. We can manage system with 2 or 4 pipes. The device automatically makes calculation of dew point and perceived temperature based on temperature and humidity, internal and external. Can control the ventilation with 3 speeds or continuous control. And if we have different sensors at different heights in the room, we can also control the ventilation for anti-stratification purposes. So as you can see, like the range of options and functionalities which is offered by this device is really, really wide. Here is a preview of how the thermostat look like. We have two different display mode. We have a simplified mode like this, where we can see the temperature and the set point. And then in another page, we will have the humidity and set point. And we have also an advanced mode, where we have a lot of more information displayed on the display. So the fan speed, either with 3 speed or in percentage, alarms, if any, window status, open, closed, heating, cooling mode, humidification, dehumidification mode, if there is a chrono program active or it's simply manual mode. We can see the situation of all the different type of probes connected. We can see if we are working on a preset operation mode, etc. So, of course, the previews, this is a simple visualization for a basic user. And this is a more advanced visualization for a user which want to have the control of a more variety of options. As we mentioned before, this device also have 3 inputs on board. And these 3 inputs are fully configurable. All of them can be set to be either digital input or analog input. When we talk about digital input, we can use it, for example, for a window contact, like we put a sensor on the window. If the window is closed, we have access to full range of functionalities. If the window is open, we only have limited amount of functionalities. Of course, this can be set. We can use a digital input for a card holder. For example, if you are working on a hotel project, we can use one input to check if the guest is present, and then activate certain modes when the guest is present, certain other modes when the guest is not present. We can have a humidity sensor on the wall or on the floor for anti-condensation. So when there is humidity, we can give this input to the thermostat, to the room controller, and this room controller will activate the ventilation or reduce the humidity or do any other functionalities to prevent the condensation. We can also use the input if we have a presence detector to generate more automation and control the temperature via the presence detector. If we set the input as an analog input, we can, for example, connect the input to a probe that measures the temperature of the water in the fan coil. For instance, to activate the air circulation only when the water is already at the right temperature, or to make some smart regulation based on the temperature of the water in the pipes. We can use a probe for just as a simple room temperature sensor. This can be used to control this zone temperature. It can be used as a secondary zone temperature extra to the one which is already on board. For example, if I have a big room, I have one probe on board the device, another probe on the other corner of the room, and I tell the device, keep the average of the two temperature and act based on the average temperature. Or, for example, I can use it to measure the temperature of a different room which is close by. The device will be configured so that this sensor does not belong to this thermozone. It belongs to a different thermozone. So it will take this value and send it on the bus to the controller of the other thermozone. It can also be used, for example, in a hotel, if you have a room with a bedroom and bathroom, you can use this to control the temperature of the bathroom and regulate the heating of the bathroom based on this point without adding another device. We can use the analog input to check the temperature at different height in the room, so that if we see that there is a stratification, of course, the heat goes always up. So if we see there is a big gap between the temperature that I measure at 1 meter and the temperature that I measure at 2 meters, I can activate a ventilation in order to circulate the air and have a more uniform temperature. I can use it, for example, to measure the temperature of the floor. If I have a floor heating, to make sure I don't overheat the floor. I can use it to measure the temperature outdoor. For example, then I can do some smart regulation. I can activate or not the air exchange based on the outdoor temperature. I can decide the optimal level of humidity based on outdoor temperature, etc. So this again gives really a wide range of options. And I can use it for as a generic temperature sensor. Your idea, you want to measure the temperature of the bathtub, you want to measure the temperature of the sauna, or anything, like whatever functionality comes to your mind, you just connect the temperature there. The room controller reads the value and send the value on the Knx bus, and then it's up to you how to use it. The room controller also have a scenario function. Scenario function means we have 8 executable scenarios. And when we talk about scenarios function, it's not simply like calling a scenario, but can be either calling a scenario which is recorded on other devices, or execute a list of commands. So it's very flexible. Once again, the icons of the scenarios are fully customizable. We can customize the text label of the scenario in order to give a very user-friendly interface. When we execute a scenario, we can execute 3 different actions. And each action can be on-off, moving a shutter or a curtain or something up and down, call a scene, as we said, so we can also use a scenario to recall scene. We can set values in the form 0 to 255 or in the form 0 to 100%, or we can give AC, HVAC commands. So again, very wide range of options. Then, as we said, this is not simply a thermostat. This is a room controller. So we can do thermoregulation, we can do scenario. Of course, we can control lighting. We can control up to 12 lights from this device. Once again, all the icons are fully customizable with the library in ETS software, customizable text label, and each light can have the following function: on-off and dimming. And the dimming can be configured like of predefined value, 1, 10%, 20%, 50%, or I can have, instead of the preset values, continuous regulation of the intensity of the LED, of the dimmed light from 0 to 100%. I can regulate the ramp time, so the time from 0 to 100% between 2 and 10 seconds. And I can differentiate the function from short press and long press. For example, I can give a short press to switch on and off, and have a press and hold to increase or decrease the intensity level of the light. Other functionalities which I can control from this room controller are shutters, curtains, Venetian blind, sun blades, etc. So I can control up to 12 devices. Again, customizable graphic and labels. And of course, for each device, I can have a shutter up, shutter down, shutter up and stop, down and stop. I can have stop commands, and I can have the commands to open or close the slots, the sun shades for the Venetian blinds, etc. Not only we can control temperature, scenario, lighting, and curtains, we can also control music from this device. We can control actually up to 6 audio sources from this single device. Again, fully customizable, and we are allowed to do volume control with 1 bit up, down, or 4-bit preset values. We can have a track selection, so next track, previous track, with 1-bit command or 2 bits command. And so this is really a very, very generic, a very quick preview for what are the main functionalities of this device. Of course, after the presentation, you will receive some further material with a full range of information about what this device can do. Now we will play a very quick video. It's about 1 minute to summarize all the functionalities which are included in this device. Okay, here we go. This was a little bit the overview of the functionalities which we can control from this device. And just to give you a very brief overview, for me, this is it. I'm Paolo Manenti. For anything, again, write me, message, ask whatever you like, and we will provide you all the information.